So I got asked, how do I stay single? How do I deal with being single? And how do you react to people thinking you might be gay because you refuse to be with a female? This right here, that's one way to help keep me single. I have no interest in trying to explain myself when somebody wants to say something like, you know what I heard? I'm like, good, good, believe it. There's a reason why they don't want you fucking with me, but they want to keep you. It's all right. And how I deal with being called gay because I don't want to fuck with females anymore. There's this thing called the legal system, and especially within family court, especially family court, men do not have no rights. So if the mother of your kids accuses you of domestic violence, accuses you of some sicko shit, you don't get no due process. It's off to the clink you go. And once you get in there, you're going to have a tough time explaining. If they let you explain at all. If they let you explain at all. I mean, they're not really going to care too much if you were accused of domestic violence. It's that other one. I mean, because I've had a lot of females tell me I'm insane, I'm psycho, all this. And as soon as I bring up logical points of view on my argument, they'll either double down or they'll turn around and try to be like, oh, we didn't know that's how that is for you guys. But either way, it's not going to matter to me because they probably were really trying to get me to be with them. And I ain't jumping on that fucked up grenade. Every time a female thinks I might be worth fucking with, because they see me like this, and then once I notice they're, giving me the, once I notice that, that's when I do this. I ain't trying to be fucked up. I enjoy my peace. I enjoy my drama-free world. Yes, when I was younger, how I was supposed to everybody was telling me you gotta do this, you gotta do that. This is part of life. It's fucked up. Because of what I was told, and then after getting to a certain age, all these females, you gotta make the required minimum 250K. I mean, think about how that logic would sit well with women if men only wanted to date females that at the minimum made 250K a year. All those females that didn't make that money a year, less than 250K, none of them were ever going to have a man. There's a single mom epidemic in Britain. All those men that don't want them, they're called useless. They're pieces of shit. But it's funny. Any man who makes 25K, 50K, 75K, 100K a year, no woman wants them. No so-called high value woman wants them. When I say high value woman, I mean a female between the ages of 18 and 24. Well, 24 is pushing it, maybe 22. Those are her best fertile years. She should be using those years to lock down a good man. Have his babies. Get married. Stick with him for life. But because of how the legal system is, they don't got to do that. See, all the people that's 15, 20, 30 years older than I am, and I'm 40 right now. Some of them are still married. Others got divorced, got remarried again, had more kids. But the ones who were first marriages and had kids and still together, that type of partnership, that doesn't exist in my time. Because these females, they want Chad and Tyrone. They want Pookie and Ray Ray. They want Igor and Sven. They want Tonto and Julio. They want all these bad fuckboys. They think with their Not with their. Think about it. How many times have you been told growing up? Think with this, not the little guy down here. Huh? You know how they got men to shut the fuck up on telling females to stop thinking with this and start using this? It's called my body, my choice. I I don't know what else to fucking do. I mean, I don't give a fuck. If another female truly, genuinely, really does fucking care for me and love me, I'm not gonna take that risk to find out simply because I know what happens to men in family court. Hell, it doesn't even have to be family court. False accusations enough to ruin his life and future. It's enough. There's nothing you can do about it. Once she said it, you're fucking done. She doesn't have to prove it. Yeah, there may be a lot of channels like mine speak on this. Part of the reason why some of these channels keep speaking about the same thing over and over, it's not that they're tired of speaking about the same thing over and over. It's because other young men who woke up from, I keep fucking with these females, I'm gonna end up where I don't want to be. I better go seek someone who has experience. Figure out how I can move on with my life without them in my future. Without them. That's the hardest fucking thing. Especially for a good man. Especially. Yeah, you have to make this shit cold as ice. Like it doesn't even exist. You have to kill all the lovable memories that you had. Because at the end of the relationship, it literally was all lies. her end goal is what's in here to get from you. And yet, she wants you to believe that you're going to be the father of her kids, your kids. Not so much your kids, her kids. Because she's making the choice of who's going to actually knock her up. She made the choice of who she's going to try and get to marry, but yes, females are the gatekeepers of sex. Men are the gatekeepers of marriage. This is just the way it is right now. I came up in a different time for what all these other young men are coming up in. I seen how my dad was affected by it. I'm seeing all my other bros that are still alive. I'm talking about my bros in person. I'm not talking about bros online that I've met recently. I don't know what they're up to. It's none of my business. But from what I'm seeing, my pros in my personal life, what they're going through. You know, they're telling me it's fucking easy for me because you know I don't have the face of a fucking guy that a female wants to sit on. I don't. Well, you see, about 3 weeks to a month and a half ago, the neighbor lady girl, she found out I got money before any of my relatives found out I got money. Before any of my bros found out I got money. And I don't talk to anybody in this community that I live in. I rarely want to talk to the neighbors on that side. I don't even want to talk to these neighbors over here. It's not that I don't want to be neighborly. I don't want to risk a false charge. I don't want to risk any of them coming up with some type of fucking bullshit in their head and calling one of their psycho friends or relatives, hey, go do something with that guy. I don't want to risk the freedom I got left. This has me fucked up. As much as I want this right here to be a part of another life, growing old together, that's not going to happen. It's not. That's the sad reality for a lot of men. especially if they're uglier looking than I am. There's nothing that I can control except my own feelings, my own emotions. We men, we don't get to have the same entitlement as females. Well, the same thought process of being entitled. I don't get to immediately walk up to a stranger female and, think I automatically own the money that she has on her. And then get mad when she doesn't give me money. No, that men don't get to do that. They don't get to fucking act up when they can't get money for free. It's fucked up. It hurts. There's a lot of ways people can explain how men don't give a shit. But there's one solution that can turn that around. But they don't want to do that because they believe that that's how they lose power over us. Think about it. How many innocent men are in prison right now? How many? How many? They're never getting out. Sucks for the few that got shanked. They got shanked probably before their voice was even fucking heard. They didn't survive. I'm not tired of the judgment. I'm not tired of the hate. I'm tired of having to stay cold hearted 24/7, 365. But because I know the dangers of family court, the legal system, I don't want no interaction with females of any race. I don't even trust having interaction with females that are related to me, That's how fucked up this shit is. Can't even trust your own female relatives. I got a scar somewhere on here. I'll have to shave it all off, and really give you guys a look. I don't remember where it is. But yeah, I blacked out. And someone said I tried to kill myself. And I got the scar to prove it. That's what I'm going through. It's fucking me up. It's fucking me up. I don't want to be here no more. Something's telling me I can't leave yet. It's not my time. I, I want the fucking pain to end. But anyway, I got accused of talking shit about a man's woman and his kids. I asked to show proof. I kept asking, but they just kept accusing, kept telling other people, kept trying to tell other people this and that. And I kept saying, show me screenshots. I kept saying, hey, dude, come see if this fucker's actually being honest as fuck like he claims. This shit's got me fucked up. See, personally, I don't know this lady. I mean, the only reason why I've actually switched my mind from what I used to think about why I was here. I really wanted to find out how missing, murdered indigenous women started. That was my entrance into the manosphere. My first crimson capsule. See, for a long time, I already knew I couldn't believe females. I couldn't trust them. You know. But when I looked into missing, murdered Indigenous women, it wasn't so much the stories I was looking for. I was actually looking into how it got started. When I found all the information, I started looking into all of that too. Indigenous feminists hate me for helping Indigenous men understand that MMIW was based on a lie. So we don't claim you. You're not us. We're not going to let you pass on your bloodline. That's how fucking pissed off these Indigenous feminists got. Like, I never planned on wanting to have kids anyway. I already seen what my dad went through. I already seen what a couple other men went through. It's not worth trying to be a father to anybody's kids. It's not worth the risk. I remember asking a lot of people to leave me alone when I was younger. Didn't know how to deal with, hey man, I've asked this person to leave me alone. And they're like, well, why don't you fight him? I was like, well, this person is a minor. I'm not. So if I fight that minor, I get taken down for child abuse. They're like, oh, I don't know what to do. Just go tell the parents. I was like, I already tried that. They don't fucking care. See, one of my uncles called me something. I brought up a fucking memory about what he and I did. He ain't never called me that ever again. He ain't never tried to think of me as the evil one. I asked to be left alone. I miss sleeping naked. I mean, yeah, right there, sure. Can lock the door. But, somebody could easily just break it open. No? I miss sleeping naked. I miss it. We all know about morning wood. Where I was living at the time, someone didn't have to obey boundaries because that was their dad's home. Because if I tried to walk into someone's bedroom without knocking on their door, didn't matter where the fuck I was at, I'd be considered a piece of shit. But yeah, this world is fucking bullshit. I miss sleeping naked. I don't know how long she was sitting on the bench while I was sleeping naked on my bed. That was an invasion of my privacy.